and apologize when something goes south.
Hi, I'm George Foreman. Do you have an idea for a new product or invention? People ask me all the time, George, how do I get my idea in front of companies? How do I get a patent? What do I do next? I'll tell you like I'll tell them all. Call my friends at InventHelp.
Call InventHelp today for free information. InventHelp can submit your invention to companies who are interested in receiving new ideas. Call InventHelp today.
To get your free inventor's information, call 1-800-352-1609. That's 1-800-352-1609.
If you want to work until you keel over, have less of everything in retirement, or give back more of your hard-earned money to the stock market again, then just ignore me. But if you'd like to protect the money you save, receive a steady, predictable retirement income, and enjoy financial security for as long as you live, then listen to this. You can download a free report that reveals the wealth-building secrets Wall Street and the banks don't want you to know. You'll learn how you can get guaranteed growth, safety, and real prosperity without risking your money in the Wall Street casino, and how to get the money you need when you need it, simply by asking for it. This is the best way to have a 100% secure retirement and know your money will last as long as you do. To learn more about this method and to get your free report, go to 52security.com. That's the number 52security.com. 52security.com. Go to 52security.com.
Hurt or injured in a car accident? It can be hard to take the proper legal action after a car accident, but waiting can cost you more. The law requires car accident victims to assert claims promptly. You could lose out by simply waiting. Call 800-709-4667 right now to see what your claim could be worth when handled by a skilled attorney. With a lawyer fighting and speaking up for you, you could be entitled to a big cash award. Call 800-709-4667. That's 800-709-4667. Now it's fast and easy to connect with the legal help you need after your car accident. Call 800-709-4667. The call is free, but you need to act now before time runs out on your claim. You need a lawyer to fight for you, protect you, and get you the compensation you need and deserve. Time's wasting. Call 800-709-4667. That's 800-709-4667. Call now.
I considered suicide so I wouldn't put my family through all the pain.
Many of our warriors are returning home from the battlefield, only to face a new war as they struggle with devastating injuries. At Wounded Warrior Project, we understand. We're there to help.
Even though you think you're broken, you're not. It's the physical and the emotional healing that Wounded Warrior Project provides.
With a gift of just $19 a month, you can join Wounded Warrior Project. You'll help provide critically needed programs and services that rebuild lives.
Beautiful. There you go, buddy.
The ongoing needs of our wounded and their families will continue for many years to come. Now is the time to show your support. Call now or go online with your gift of just $19 a month, and we'll send you this Wounded Warrior Project blanket.
It made me feel that there's people out there that care about us.
After this event, we can finally maybe start to heal as a family and move forward.
We need your help. The families are hurting.
For many of our wounded heroes, the greatest casualty is being forgotten. That's why your gift of just $19 a month is so important. Please, call or go online right now.
You shouldn't have to pay to talk to the people closest to you, or the people who used to be. That's why Umbrella Wireless is proud to announce the new Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan. Now you'll get unlimited calls to your best buddy, your mom, or Cindy, once she realizes that you're seriously meant for each other and should stop screening your calls. Now the 30 minutes of agonizing silence where you're both afraid to hang up may drain your battery, but it won't drain your wallet. And you'll get unlimited calls just to check if she still cares enough to pick up, with no extra charges. With the Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan, your phone will automatically answer calls from your ex, because maybe she finally realizes that you're the only one for her and wants to get coffee sometime. Now, after lonely nights of looking at pictures of the road trip you took together when everything was great, your misspelled texts are absolutely free. The only thing you have to pay for is the booze. The Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan, because she wants you back. She just doesn't know it yet.
You know, folks, there's here. Look, I've got some highlights here of what's going on over there, down there in Baltimore, that you need to know about. Tonight, you know, there are thousands of cops that are gearing up to enforce the 10 p.m. curfew across Baltimore, and the fans are banned from the Orioles game tomorrow night, Wednesday night, for the first time in Major League Baseball history. And supposedly the city's bracing for more violence. So there are 2,000 National Guards troops and 1,000 cops patrolling the city tonight. 3,000 armed men and women out there to protect the city. And they're out there to enforce the curfew, the 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. curfew. And understand that this curfew is, they're going to seriously enforce it. And you better brace for it, because they're not going to allow you to break a curfew. No. They're not going to allow you. Now, the curfew is going to be in effect until May 4th or until the mayor orders otherwise. So now we have a date, but what's the date today? Today is the 28th, correct? So May 4th is next week. So in other words, they've just instituted martial law for a week in Baltimore. At least a week. May 4th is not till Monday. A week from yesterday. Just so you know. And Governor Larry Hogan spoke as sporadic acts of violence broke out between police and protesters for a second day. Demonstrators gathered at midday Tuesday near the intersection of Pennsylvania and North Avenues in Baltimore. Tonight's Baltimore Orioles game with the White Sox has been postponed for a second night in a row, and spectators have been banned from attending tomorrow night's game. Already 2,000 National Guard have been deployed to the city streets and will protect key assets tonight. The mayor's office reports that there were more than 150 vehicle fires and 19 building fires and more than 235 arrests, including 34 juveniles, as a result of last night's unrest. Now, frankly, considering that there were 150 vehicle fires, there were 19 building fires, and what, they have 7 or 8 policemen injured, so at least, or was the number closer to 15 now? In any case, you had policemen injured, and all they did was arrest 235 people. What, they don't have the capacity to handle more? Considering all the damage, all the law breaking that went on, all the looting, they could only arrest 235 people. That doesn't seem to be like you're trying to get things under control. Now, Governor Hogan has temporarily moved his office from the state capitol in Annapolis to Baltimore to deal with it. Why would the governor feel the need to move his office out of the state capitol to a city, to another city in his state? Doesn't Baltimore have a mayor? Shouldn't the mayor be the one in charge of Baltimore at the moment? And shouldn't the governor be there to back her up? No, the governor's going to Baltimore to try to take over. Look, I'm telling you, this is what you do not go to. The governor does not leave the Capitol, does not move his office out of his capital unless he's doing something that he thinks is really important, like taking over governance of the city of Baltimore. Now, of course, they always get to bring up that Freddie Gray, he died suffering severed spine in police custody on April 12th. Now, we still have no idea how the hell that could have possibly happened. We don't know, because these people won't let an investigation happen properly yet. It's not. I know. Here it is, the 28th. The kid died, 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago. And we don't have answers yet. So, this whole instantaneous type of stuff that America has become, we want easy, quick, instant gratification. Man, if you don't know if we think this is a crime that happened today, you better know about the whole thing tomorrow, man, and tell us everything. Everything tomorrow. This type of stuff takes time to investigate. You got to talk to people. You got to put things. You got to put things together. You got to add things up so 2 + 2 = 4. And they can't do it while they're out there trying to keep the city together and trying to keep you fools from burning it down. How are they going to be able to do that? How are they going to be able to fully investigate and find the answers, find the truth, if they're busy trying to protect the city and its law-abiding citizens from idiots like you who want to burn the city down? I'm surprised there haven't been any deaths. Look, we know that we got the Crips and the Bloods and a couple of other gangs that have put aside their differences for the next week or so, I guess. To try to bring down the police, or bring down some cops at least. I mean, this is just insanity. You got a governor that's basically moving to take over the governorship of the governance of one of his major cities in his state. You got a mayor that's out there that was saying that we're just giving them the space so they can destroy certain parts of the city because they deserve it, because they feel so. They feel so angered and disenfranchised that they need to let some of that steam off. So we're going to let them destroy parts of the city. And then you have this same mayor who's saying, well, you took my words out of context. Why are you twisting my words? Without issuing an apology for making, even if we did take her words out of context, she still didn't make an apology by saying, well, I could have worded it a little bit better. I was under some stress. I apologize. The words came out wrong. We didn't even get that from her. No. We didn't get an apology. Nope. Not that I know. I haven't heard of one. I haven't heard an apology. Hey, and liberals are always talking about, well, just say you're sorry. Say you're sorry. Say you're sorry, and we'll forgive you. That's what they always say. Hey, slavery. You need to apologize for slavery. Well, I didn't own any slaves. You still need to apologize for your ancestors. Well, not all my ancestors owned slaves. I'm not sure any of my ancestors owned slaves. Well, you still got to apologize because you white. You got to apologize for all whiteys. Okay, I'm sorry. That ain't good enough. Now you're going to have to give us money. Called reparations. Medea would say it, those respirations, you got to give us some respirations. I don't know who's going to be asking for reparations for this night. There are going to be people out there, looking for some payola. Man, you destroyed some businesses, out there. Somebody's going to be. Don't doubt me. Somebody's going to be suing somebody, and the taxpayer is going to be on the hook for almost all of it. Because, look, I know these people. There's going to be a liberal lawyer that comes out of the woodwork, probably from places like, now I don't know if they actually come from here, but places like, the American Poverty Law Center or whatever, the ACLU, those types of groups. You're going to get lawyers that are similar to those guys coming out of the woodwork, and they're going to offer, hey, were you harmed by a police officer during the riots? I know. You were probably throwing rocks at the cop, but he pepper sprayed you one too many times, right? Right. So now we're going to sue. Don't doubt me on this, folks. It's always going to be the cop's fault. Always. It's never going to be, because, it's not a liberal thing to blame the person who you should blame. It's always somebody else's fault. It's not the criminal's fault that they committed the crime. It's somebody else's fault, usually a greedy Republican. It's